This is not the Oceanside Pier. It's the Seal Beach Pier on fire back in May of 2016. Under strangely similar circumstances, a shutdown Ruby's Diner at the end of the pier was destroyed. The cause of the fire? Electrical.
The fire was an electrical circuit somewhere within the old structure. And basically that burned down, and then it was able to find its way underneath into some of the other supporting members.
Stephen Much is a civil engineer with Anzer Advisory who worked to rebuild the Seal Beach Pier. He says engineers in Oceanside will begin by evaluating the pilings underneath the pier.
To look at how deep the burn went into the wood and how much good wood is remaining. If the tops of the piles are too badly damaged, then they're probably going to have to be replaced because they won't support future load.
The decking on top of the pier will have to be replaced, and Much says that can take time.
That's a hardwood, and those are very dense, very weather-resistant materials. They typically come out of the South American forests, so it's difficult to procure. On our project, we waited about 6 months after we ordered the material for it to be delivered.
And it's that same hardwood decking that makes the fire difficult to put out.
If you've ever been on a pier, you notice that the spacing in between the wood planking on the surface deck is typically, somewhere around 1/4 to 1/2 inch opening. So if there's something on fire under there, it's impossible to basically just stand on top and hose it down. You're not going to get all of it. You're just going to get a very, very small portion to get through the crack. And that was one of the issues with the Seal Beach Pier, is that it smoldered for quite a while. It took them, I think, two or 3 days to actually get the whole thing completely out.
The city of Seal Beach was able to keep the front of the pier open to the public during 3 years of reconstruction, but the restaurant was never rebuilt.
Patience is the biggest thing I could promote, and this is going to be a long process. It's going to take a couple of years to get things back to where, it used to be.
David Gottfredson, CBS 8.